Hello and welcome to the 2025 Formula One World Championship, round 20 from Mexico. And we were in Mexico. What's the name of the city we're in? Mexico
Yeah.
City. Yeah, probably the one. Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome to the show. And welcomed and joined by, of course, Fabio, as always. Welcome, Fabio.
Hello.
And, of course, the special host of the year, 2025, Lucky Seven Wolfin. Welcome, Lucky.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. No, glad to have you here. Looking forward to your content, as always. So, yeah. Where are we at? Where are we at exactly? Mexico. Oh yeah, there was a race. It was a race, I guess. I haven't set it up. So Fabio, how are you today?
Doing okay. Yeah. Quite a interesting day, but yeah, not too. Yeah. I was just woken up by. I know, but I'm not supposed to say that. So anyway, I was just woken up early. Yeah, because
I know what you mean. I was woken up early as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my word.
So yeah, interesting day. Very funny. People wanted, to set up a meeting like half an hour before. So, well, are you in for a Teams meet? I said, fuck no, I'm doing shit.
What kind of team gives me half an hour notice?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Dear. I mean, I'm available on the phone. Said no, not really. And then tough shit, man. I mean,
what's your name? Simon Spunk. You said. Anyway, there we go. Okay, I'm all ready now. Thank you. Welcome to everybody in chat. Let me just see. Big Bad Mama, good to see you. Thank you so much. Sandy, you're always welcome. Thank you, Sandy, for being here. Please remember to like and subscribe, of course, everybody. Dave, thank you, Dave. Looking forward to Saturday. And yay, Ella, LLL. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind messages as well on this difficult day. And Fabio's here. And also Lucky Wolfin 7 also here. So that's wonderful. We got a full. Anybody seen Bub recently?
No. I haven't seen him for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, Bub. What are you doing, Bub? When you watch this back, if you do watch it still, where are you, Bub? You've got a prize on it, winging its way to you, I think. I believe. Has it been done yet? Are we still doing that or not? I don't know. No. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. I know. No, nobody gave me an address to send it to, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what can you do?
Anyway, yeah. Next year is going to be 2 prizes.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Okay, onwards with the show. We were. Sorry, go ahead, Lucky.
Yeah, I think because Ella has commented about the Beast of Turin, maybe Fab should give her a quick explanation about the Beast of Turin.
I know shit about it. I think it's a 1910-ish thing. It's a Fiat, by the way. I think it's 16 liters, two or 3 speeds. I don't know, chain-driven animal. It's mental.
Yeah, it's just mental. That's all it is.
Absolutely, 16 liters.
No German engineering there, I can assure you.
No fucking way, man.
If Fabio turns to his left or right a wee bit, you can see the flames being spat out of the exhaust. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah.
So is it a V16 or something?
No, it was a straight 60.
It's an inline something. Yeah.
Inline 32.
Possibly.
I don't know.
That's how many valves it might have had.
It's big. I know that. It's big. Anyway, there we go. That's Kimi Raikkonen's old Formula One car, I believe. Right. Anyway,
if I'm not maybe I think actually yes. If I'm not mistaken, the guy who owns that now actually drives it on the road to and from events. Believe it or not.
Wow. Okay.
Do you imagine going up the motorway in that thing?
We are on a timetable. Come on.
We are
The
indeed.
race. The race.
Yeah. We only got an hour.
Yeah.
But real quick, let me just put the speed up on it. There we go. Okay, so qualifying. Norris in first place. Fantastic. Norris was just on fire this weekend. Absolutely on fire. He had an orange car for a reason. Second place, Leclerc, who was also on fire this weekend. Red, so that's why he was on fire. Third place, Lewis Hamilton, who was on fire this weekend. Unfortunately, someone put out his flames, as we will discuss. Then George, then Max, and then Kimi, who was also did very well this weekend. Anyway, lights going out Mexico City. A great start by Lando Norris, who moved pretty quickly to the right-hand side of the track, copying what Verstappen did a few years ago. Verstappen deciding not to bother with the first few corners, just decides to drive off the track. Leclerc also getting pushed off by Hamilton, decided not to do that. They all gave positions back to Norris, of course, but then squabbled amongst themselves. Verstappen tried to keep ahead of Lewis Hamilton, who was one of the only front runners that stayed on the track, other than Russell, of course, who had no chance of getting his positions back. FIA, speedy and quick as always, and efficient to judge the first corner as they always do it at this particular circuit, because there were plenty of people that went off track, decided to not do anything about anything in the first corner. Unbelievably. I mean, I was sitting there throwing stuff. Well, literally, I was throwing my TV at my other monitor because that was just crazy. FIA, what the hell are you doing? Lewis Hamilton was the one that lost out because later on the next lap, when he went off the circuit, he was given a 10-second penalty. Funnily enough, I mean, maybe 8 people went off track all race, some gaining an advantage, some not, maybe not so much. Lewis Hamilton, if you look at the telemetry, didn't gain an advantage, although it definitely looked like he did. But he actually was as quick through those 2 corners as he normally was. It's just everybody else was slow because they were all battling, and that made him look like he did get an advantage. Anyway, then of course, it was a very hot day, so that meant the tyres were critical. Because the tyres were critical, of course, driver in the lead had a huge advantage, and of course that is what was going to happen. Norris then pulled away, made a huge gap because he had clean air over his tyres, as always. The first driver this year has a huge advantage, and he was able to get at least a gap big enough to get a free pit stop, and he from there went on to win the race fairly comfortably. I'd also mention that Fabio, how are your balls today?
My balls are
Yes.
fresh.
Fresh, excellent. Is that because you're using Manscaped?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, there it is. This week's show is sponsored by Manscaped again, and undoubtedly, Fabio, you have a temp app. Do you ball temp app?
No, it was over when I went there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yes. Well, if you
Yeah.
buy quickly now, you can get our free Fabio and Funk ball temp app, where one of us will come out and measure the temperature of your balls every time you press a button. So there you go. Okay. Also, right. So then onwards with the race. Really, it all came down to pit stops. Verstappen trying a alternate pit stop strategy, going on the medium tires first. As I say, lap 2, Lewis and Verstappen coming together. Verstappen going off track, but not getting a penalty. Third corner, Lewis went off track and did get a penalty. We asked him after the race, and he said something about Ali G. I'll let you fill the joke in for those of you that already know it. Verstappen's car was handling like a piece of shit. It really was. And, you know, he didn't even make the corner in the corner that he pushed Lewis off. So I don't understand what they were doing at all. Surely both cars got an advantage in that corner. But anyway, there you go. Lewis giving a 10-second penalty, not even a 5-second. Won't be given a 10-second. Piastri, who qualified disastrously, had to pull his way back through the pack, and unfortunately, because he was following cars, his tyres then overheated and didn't manage to get the maximum out of them. And of course, that meant that he didn't make nearly enough progress. So there we go. Again, you know, like Lewis and Verstappen coming together in the first corner, there's definitely causing a collision. That's what I thought the penalty would be for. You might even argue that it was Lewis's fault. Maybe a 5-second penalty. That's what I thought he was going to get, but no, absolutely no action taken on any of the collisions that were taken today, yesterday, or the day before. So again, I don't know what the stewards are really on. And of course, you know, for me, this was a kind of a race spoiler, but what are you going to do? I think towards the end of the season, the FIA do tend to give up a little bit. And then lap 41, the Mercedes finally decide to swap position after Russell being behind for 5 or 6 laps. A crazy slow strategy. Crazy slow strategy, really. So I don't know what's going on particularly at Mercedes, why they didn't want to swap George back. I guess it was because Antonelli had got there on pace for the first time in a number of races, and they didn't want to swap him back. George said he would swap back though if he couldn't catch Behrman, who was my MP3 of the race. Yeah, definitely the most valuable soundtrack was Behrman, who ended up in 4th place. A fantastic race for the young chap. And we're definitely now going to cement his title, not as Bowman, as Chowman, because he overtook a lot of people this race, back markers included. And of course, every time on the radio, or at least in my head, I heard the words Chowman. So there you go. Now on to the sponsor number 2, Barilla. Tastes like family since forever. I don't know what it is though. I'm guessing it's spaghetti or some shit. Don't know. But there you go.
Can I just point out that Ollie Behrman is so young, he doesn't need Manscaped yet.
It's very true. He doesn't have enough hair for Manscaped, that's for sure. But nonetheless, you know, yeah, fantastic drive. As I say, MP3 of the match for me. There we go. So anyway, Norris again scampering off after the first round of pit stops. Max Verstappen on the soft tyres in the second half against everybody's medium tyres, managed to make some places back, but still couldn't get past Russell for a while, and when he eventually did, he couldn't catch and pass Behrman. Behrman was in great form. Also, just a note that Piastri really struggled to get past Tsunoda. So Tsunoda finally earning his money for the year. And did Max say anything about it? No, the fuck he didn't. So I guess we know what's happening there next year. Eventually, of course, Piastri managed to pull his way up past the Mercedes and get behind Behrman, who came 4th. Of course, it was Verstappen who came 3rd. And in 2nd place was Leclerc. A fantastic race by him. Didn't make up any positions, but managed to keep within at least a pit stop distance of Lando, who won the race. And of course, this means that Norris was 1st, Leclerc 2nd, Verstappen 3rd, Behrman 4th, Piastri 5th, Antonelli swapped around with Russell again, and Russell in 7th. Hamilton in 8th place. That after his penalty?
Yeah.
Okay. Ocon 9th. Good race by Ocon. Bortoletto. Okay. He doesn't like us. He doesn't like us. Yeah, Bortoletto in 10th place. How he does it, I'll never know. That car can be really good some weekends, but it doesn't seem it's consistent between both drivers. Bing, and then Tsunoda 11th place. A little disappointing for Tsunoda considering he had a good pace. He was very close to Verstappen again, a couple of tenths behind him in qualifying, which is one of the closest of the season. However, it turns out that the field is so close that put him way back. Stroll finished. And I think that's going to be it for my race review. Just to say that now Lando, of course, is leading the World Championship by 1 point, which is fantastic for us, the fans, because we get to see a close race. Lots of people talking about Piastri bottling it, etc. I don't think it is. I just think, as it comes down and as the pressure gets put on, this is his first world title defense or world title possibility, and leading it for this long has been quite a strain on him, I think. So that's one thing. And then the second thing is that McLaren said that it's because he's just not so good on the low grip surfaces or low grip tracks with which Mexico is traditionally won. And of course, Lando is just fast everywhere. So he's going to show up. These gaps are going to show up on these types of circuits. Just out of interest, we've got Vegas next, which is not, which is a street track again. So it is low grip. But I think the surface there is very good because they haven't raced on it much yet. So it's not bumpy.
It's very sticky. It's sticky.
It's sticky. Thank you. Yes, that's the word I was trying to find. Which should be really good for Ferrari as well, because Ferrari have had traditionally run very well at that circuit. So I think we'll be back to status quo next week. Is it next week or the week after? Probably the week after.
Should be a good track for Williams.
Say again?
It should be a good track for Williams.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, Williams also have a very fast car in a straight line. So
I'm glad you didn't ask me why I think the Vegas thing is sticky, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it sticky? Why is Vegas sticky?
Well, it's mostly because of the sick and the hookers, And the
beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to the casino recently, but in London they have very sticky carpets.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. I don't know why that is. But anyway, so that was it really. We got an exciting run in. Max, how many points behind his? I'll let Lucky tell you the details about the championship because we need to get through this. So thank you very much, everybody. Over to you, Fabio.
Yeah.
How did you find the race? Did you find the race? And
I found the race. I have to admit that I fell asleep at lap, I think 20, and then I woke up at lap 51. So good, yeah, I guess.
Oh, good, yeah.
Very good. No, yeah, I mean it was a brilliant race. I think first corner Alonso was mad about the people going all the way, but it's the first corner. There is leeway in the first corner, so I'm not really surprised that happened. That nothing happened, by the way. I mean
he could have tried to stay on the track though. Anyway, no, don't get me started. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but I don't think that was the worst part of the race. I mean, Leclerc not giving the spot to Hamilton immediately, but that wasn't even the worst part of the race. The worst part of the race, of course, was the fucking virtual safety car at the last 2 laps. They killed motorsport, basically. That was I was furious. I was banging my head on the wall. I mean, there was the duel, okay? Verstappen charging on Leclerc. That was the thing we've all been waiting for because there wasn't much of a difference on tires. Leclerc was defending very well. We were all just waiting for that, and then they put that fucking virtual safety car for no fucking reason because so the images basically Sainz spun in the arena. I don't know what the fuck they called it, the circus or what the fuck. I mean, it's where all the stands are, and he just went and he was already out. There was no need for the virtual safety car. Those bloody morons at the FIA said, "Oh yeah, the reason was because there was a beginning of fire," which actually it wasn't. So yeah, basically we were robbed. I mean, motorsport died on Sunday. So fuck the FIA, fuck the race director, and fuck those guys. I mean, fuck everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Is there any more to say on that?
Yeah,
I want to say. Yeah, go.
And I would say MVP is definitely Max Verstappen for one thing and one thing only, which is this one. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you what I mean if I can find my bloody thingy.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll just say that
yeah,
as Max was catching, thank you, Leclerc. His tires just ran out. If you worked it out, the longest stint in the first stint for red tires, right, was Norris, which was 31 laps, and literally 30. He needed to do a 33 lap stint at the end there to get.
It was going to
very
be
exciting.
Yeah.
It was. Very
it was
exciting.
going to be perfect. Like I mean, 3 laps where your heart is pumping. But again, Max Verstappen MVP for this reason and this reason only. I mean, full opposite lock on the grass for on all the grass. This is. I mean, it's Harry Toivonen style. Mikakula, whatever. I mean, name any rally driver you want. This is that was bloody insane. So yeah, when I saw that, I said, okay, yeah, cool, carry on, do your business, do whatever you want. I don't care if you cut the track because listen, if you cut the track, okay, on opposite lock, full throttle on the grass, maybe you deserve to cut the track. I mean, you can do that. You get what I mean, right? So. Fantastic.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, over to you, Lucky. How did you find the race, and what interesting little tidbits did you pick up on?
Well, the start was really scrappy. That first lap, it was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
A shit show is what I wrote to Fabio. He said, "What a fucking shit show that was."
Brilliant.
And it was like. Every year it's the same thing. People go wide, they gain an advantage, and then the FIA sort it out. This year they just didn't sort it out. I don't know why they just don't put like a little slalom course that you've got to go through or something like that, just to slow the cars down to make sure that doesn't happen. I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, Max was buggered because he was off the track when he was braking. So I don't think he was man of the match for that little trick. But, if you know that you could do it, Max is going to do it. We know what Max is like. He will take every inch of the rules that he can possibly take. He likes to take it inch by inch, does Max.
Love it.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, we'll start with my man, who is, of course, Isaac the Ripper. And
that's exactly how you pronounce it, by the way, everybody.
Oh, thank you very much. I've been practicing that one. Isaac the Ripper. So, he was again best qualifying Red Bull driver, but in the race didn't go so well. Lawson, he was just screwed. We're going to talk about him in a wee second. However, Tsunoda managed to get 11th, and I think it was, and Isaac, he managed to get 13th, if I recall correctly. So again, Tsunoda managed to get to the finish, not on the same lap as the leaders, but he managed to get to the finish as the first Red Bull guy. So desperation, I think, is setting in, and he's actually starting to prove his worth, or whatever that is. We can go back and talk about Lawson. That little video I showed you. Sorry,
It's ready to go. Yeah.
Can we have a quick look at that?
Yeah.
An unfortunate incident or near incident on lap 3. Lawson come into the pits to change his front wing after it being damaged. I think it was it Sainz he collided with? Somebody he collided with anyway. And he was out of sync with the rest of the pack. And it resulted in this incident here. A couple of marshals have been told to stand by and be ready to pick up pieces from the second turn. And as you see there, that incident happened where Lawson nearly took out 2 marshals. His words on the radio were, "I nearly fucking killed somebody." You need to remember these poor guys are volunteers. They don't get paid for what they do. They come along because they love motorsport, but they need to be looked after. And that is not looking after marshals. And that will need to be investigated. The latest I heard, it was a lack of communication. And the guys were maybe a bit quick in getting out onto track, but we'll soon find out. But
yeah, I mean, it
could have been ugly.
It's bad marshalling either way around.
Yeah.
It's bad track marshalling, and really, Mexico City needs to be at least fined for this kind of behavior. They need much better marshal training, and get their things, get their statutes in order, not statutes, get their routines in order to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen. You can't have marshals on the track unless there's at least a double waved yellow at the circuit on the corner.
Well, apparently there was double waved yellows coming into there. But nobody actually had said, tell those guys to get out there and get the pieces of the cars. They apparently did that of their own accord, or somebody told them to do that of his own accord, his or her own accord. And it could have, like I said, it could have ended up being ugly.
Oh yeah, there is double wave yellows you can see in the background there, and they're double waved. In which case, Lawson shouldn't really be going through there that quickly, because double waved is double waved is be prepared to stop. Mm-hmm. So that's clearly a mistake by him as well. So I think both parties there. However, they shouldn't be guys running across the track like that.
No.
Anyway, so there we are. Fabio?
The story I've heard is that they knew there were debris at the first corner, so they gave they told the marshal to get ready and pick up the pieces once the last car was gone by, and then Lawson pitted, and apparently what happened is that they told them don't. But the last don't either, didn't reach the marshals or whatever the fuck, because when they saw the last car, they just run into it as per the orders before.
But
I mean, it was a shit show. That was really bad.
Absolutely.
It wasn't good.
Okay.
Fortunately, there'll be some lessons learned from that.
Lawson too as well, right?
Indeed,
if you think you should have, it was that dangerous that you could have killed him, then you were going too fast under a double wave yellow.
Yeah, that's definitely something that they need to think about.
Why should anybody go fast in an F1 car on a closed circuit? It boggles my mind. Why? I mean,
yeah. Double waved yellow.
So moving on, I think you were in disagreement as to the driver of the day. Fab, you were going with Verstappen, and Simon, you were thinking about Beerman.
I was going with Chowman. Yeah, I thought Chowman was incredible.
Yeah, Beerman made a really good. I mean, and another one which really impressed me was Bortoleto, with that dog of a car. He got 10th. It was brilliant. Yeah, I mean, there were some drivers which impressed. I mean, Antonelli too really impressed me. I mean, the way that he asked his position back, like, fuck it, now you gotta give me back my position. I mean, yeah, cool. Yeah, I was really impressed.
Well, the most whiny driver of the day was definitely the Milky Bar kid, George Russell. He was just on the radio all the time complaining.
Well, Alonso too wasn't too bad.
Especially when he was tailing Antonelli. He was just desperate to get past, and he was complaining that Piastri was harassing him. I don't know. And in the end, they told him, no, you're not getting past.
Yeah.
So,
also, surprisingly, like Lewis Hamilton wasn't complaining.
Yeah.
Normally he'd be on the phone going, Toto, what's going on, Toto? You know, I guess we're not in Kansas anymore, is what I'm going to say.
Talking about Toto, it's really interesting that it seems to me that every time Toto Wolff is not at the track in Mercedes, they just shit the bed. You know, the strategy with Russell and Antonelli was shit. And Toto wasn't at the track, so I don't know what the fuck.
I've got a theory about that, Fabio. I reckon the pit wall are a little bit.
Maybe.
When the boss is away, they'll get a little bit tipsy. So there we go.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Fabio. Go ahead, Lucky.
Hamilton's penalty, a 10-second penalty. But I mean, he came back on the track so far ahead of everybody. What was he supposed to do? I don't think he. I don't even think he knew what he should do.
It's the rules. I mean, if you cut the track and you get any advantage, there is a 10-second penalty. It's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, quite a few other drivers had got an advantage in pace, right? In timing, right? That's why I'm a little bit annoyed about this, because they literally did it by optics, and I knew they were going to do that. Don't get me wrong. As soon as Hamilton came on to the track, I was like, oh, just slow down a couple of seconds. Just let the guy get like within drag and you're good to go again, right? And you've got loads of room in front of you so you can keep your tyres cool. You're good to go. That's it. You've already gained the advantage that way and they won't be able to penalise you. But Ferrari didn't come on the radio going, okay, mate, just give up a couple of seconds here and you'll be fine. Give up 3 seconds and you'll be fine. You know, I guess they thought he was only going to get a 5-second penalty, so it wasn't really worth it.
Yeah.
Remember, most of the drivers don't bother giving up. You know, just take the penalty if it's 5 seconds because it makes a little difference. So there you go.
It was a strange situation. I don't know. However, who else do we need to talk about? Well, we've got to mention Lando. I mean, he led from the pole that he got, and he won by 30 seconds, nearly half a minute. So you can't take it away from him. If he can do that for the rest of the year, he's going to be the man, especially as Piastri seems to be withering at the moment. He just seems to have lost all momentum that he had from the sort of middle of the year onwards. It just seems to have gone.
I think it's track specific myself. Look, Norris is just a fast racing driver. He doesn't have many other talents. Well, one talent he does have is sitting in a car and whatever it is and being very fast, and always quick to be fast as well. He may not be over the limit like Verstappen is. Verstappen is on the limit or just over it normally. But Norris is always right up to the limit, and that's his gift, right? So on these difficult tracks, you know,
he seems to have got over this thing he had about the starts, and the first sort of 10 laps. It took him a while to settle in. He just, on this occasion, he just got a bit between his teeth, and he never looked back the whole race. I mean, you're saying that he had the advantage of fresh air over the tires. However, I'm not sure that really mattered so much around Mexico. I think he
In
just
these
showed
cars,
that-
in these cars, it really does. Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, in these cars, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, these cars are terrible for it. Worse than maybe 2 years, 3 years ago when they were bad. Yeah, always when you get to the end of a regulation cycle, this happens. The gap that a car can follow, it gets longer and longer and longer. And what's going on is they're wearing their tires out. Their tires are overheating, so they can't get close to overtake. And this is a perennial problem in Formula One. So even though they've changed the aero rules to accommodate for this, so there's not so much dirty air, it still makes little difference because the Pirelli tires are so marginal that they overheat very quickly, and once they overheat, they give up grip like anything.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It's what it is. I mean, we've seen this with Verstappen. I mean, you guys have gone, oh, fantastic race by Verstappen. He got into the lead and then fucked off. Whoever gets into the lead is going to do that. If you remember at the end of the rules, when Hamilton was winning, he was doing this all the time.
well, I mean, if that's correct, once Norris got away from Leclerc, that left Leclerc with fresh air over his wings and over his tires. But he couldn't pull away. He was still stuck with people right behind him. So
yeah, well, there's a different reason for that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Fabio's going to tell you.
No, I mean Norris was managing, rightly so. You said something. It is quite interesting. It seems to be that the McLaren is not.
Before you say that, let me address the Leclerc thing then. The reason Leclerc couldn't pull away is because he was following behind Norris, because that gap, you have to have like a 6-second gap before you really gain the benefit of clean air over the tires. So those first few laps, Leclerc was not getting that benefit. Only Norris was, number one. And number two, the lift and coast on the Ferrari is still ridiculously long, right? And they were lifting and coasting from lap 4 or 5. So
yeah, they had temperature problems. I mean, they said that from the get go that would have temperatures problems. So yeah, I mean, most of the cars in Mexico, to be totally fair, had those problems.
The track temp was 54 degrees. So
yeah, and it's also
track.
It's the altitude too, which is fucking
And
them
the
up,
altitude,
So,
of course,
but because if you see, I mean, they're running wings like high downforce wings, and basically the total downforce on the car is like Monza, even with those wings, because but the interesting thing I want to point out is that it seems to be that once the McLaren are following, they're not that fast. It seems to be like, I mean, if you take, for example, Mercedes and Ferrari, they behave way better in following cars, compared to the McLaren. Once the McLaren, they exploit the full potential if there is nobody in front. But once they got to overtake somebody or follow somebody, it seems to be that they're really struggling way more than other cars. So yeah, that is a thing. As for Piastri, I think is in a bad spot mentally. I think he should ask for a change of chassis, just for shit and giggles, because it's probably one of those things which is new in a team. Since Baku, and when he crashed, it seems to be that the car is not behaving the way he wants. I don't think it has to do with the chassis, but if I were him, I would ask for the chassis to be changed, just to start from scratch. Even mentally, it's a good thing. You just start from a blank state.
Slight problem with that though, because of course they may be facing cost cap.
No, they don't, because they have 4. They build 4 chassis every year.
Yeah.
And they bring 2 complete ones in for the race, plus a naked spare one. So they always have one in the factory, which rotates, of course, with the spare one. But and because of the fact they haven't crashed any of them, right now, I think this would be a good time for him to say, okay, it's not that is going to change the chassis and the one which is driving on is going to throw away, but just to put on the bench, measure if he's lost some torsional rigidity, stuff like that, but more for his sake of mind. I think he should ask for them. And
yeah, and they're partially built. I think they get the loom in them. They're not completely naked chassis these days.
Yeah. When I say naked chassis, I mean I'm talking with no engine and no suspensions. Yeah. So
I think they have the loom and what have you. Anyway, Lucky, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'm looking at the fastest laps of the race yesterday. Do you guys want to guess who the top 5 fastest laps were?
It was unusual because it was quite a way down because they pitted late, didn't they? But I think it was Adja or someone that did 2.
Okay, well, it went like this: George Russell, Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Alexander Albon, and his duet, Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll. There's a name from the past. Blast from the past. Can I just ask you a quick question, Lucky?
What, possibly, yeah. Possibly.
What did your crack say?
Well, I was going to come to Mike Crack later on, actually. After we finished. Can we come back to him?
Okay, yes.
Brief.
I've been told.
Friend of the show, Mike Crack.
Yeah.
But Max Verstappen
I'll put my crack away then.
For the moment, yes. We can see your crack later.
We have 15 minutes.
Max was a 10th fastest lap. Charles Leclerc 14th, believe it or not, and even Norris only managed 8th fastest. So this nothing over the wings or fresh air over the wings over the tires business. It just doesn't seem to gel. But it might be for some reason I don't understand. So, but anyway, my driver of the day is going to be my new favorite driver. It's not often you hear me cheering for a driver, but I have got a new favorite driver, and that is Charles Leclerc. And I'm going to go with him because once again, he managed to get that Ferrari in a place I don't think that it deserved to be. So well done, Charles Leclerc.
Well done, Charles Leclerc. Indeed, I thought Ferrari had a good weekend, actually. So there you go. I just want to quickly say hi to Halsey. Thank you so much for coming by. Please remember to like and subscribe. And always appreciate seeing you in the chat. Thank you very much for your continuing support. Okay.
Tell you about Mike Crack.
Oh, yeah. What about your crack?
Okay, well, Mike, guess who came into my work this afternoon to buy some new seat covers for his Austin Allegro. He's got a nice Austin Allegro GT.
Was it your crack?
It was indeed. His wife had asked him to get some new seat covers for the interior. So after he bought his seat covers, which are a matching beige, nice beige color to match his Austin Allegro, I asked him how things went in Mexico. And he said, He said, what a terrible weekend.
Yeah.
Mike Crack then said, Lance Stroll, what a twat.
Thank you. So your crack told you that Lance Stroll is a twat.
Mike Crack told me that Lance Stroll is a twat.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for catching up this week. We really appreciate you, Lucky. We really appreciate you doing that.
His seat covers look lovely in his Austin Allegro GT.
I bet they do. I didn't know he had an Austin Allegro.
Well, he's moved up market since his retirement. He bought a something a bit fancier for him and the wife to run around.
Right.
During his retirement.
He's retired the Morris Minor, is he?
Indeed.
Yeah.
He couldn't get any spare parts for it.
Yeah. I mean, interesting story, by the way, since we are definitely trying to run over an hour because Fabio wants us to go under. Interesting story is I was walking back to a friend's house, and there was a woman who was broken down in her Morris Minor on the side of the road. And I looked over, and of course, it was one of the old ones, and it looked immaculate, classic car. We're in a very rich suburb, very close to where George Harrison used to live. In fact, anyway, so I was walking up the road, and she was there at the side of the road, and so I went over and offered my assistance, of course, because you do that. And she was, oh, thank you so much, thank you so much. I've just had it serviced. I'm on my way back from the service shop. And I said, oh, okay, well, I probably won't be able to fix it or anything, but I'll certainly take a look for you, And if not, maybe I can push it up the road for you because, we weren't too far. And she said, oh, I'd really appreciate that. So I said, no problem. But she was an old lady. So I lifted the hood or the bonnet, as we would say, and I looked around, and lo and behold, right, not being mechanical, only knowing about motorbikes at this point, I think I was only 16. I noticed one of the leads to the battery was off, and I went, "Oh, I think I know what the problem is." So I put the lead to the battery back on, screwed it up, and said, "Okay, try now." And she started the car, and she went, "Oh, you're amazing! You're amazing! My husband was Mr. Morris." And I was speaking to the widow of the guy that was started the car company, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing!" And she had the number 3 or something like that, Morris Minor off the line,
Jeez.
and I was like, "Oh, okay, fine." And this thing was absolutely immaculate, all original parts, not a dent or a chip in the bodywork or anything like that. So anyway, she said, "Oh, I only live up the road, so can you drive me up there?" So I got in, drove her up to the house, of course, parked it in a garage, and inside a garage there was an incredible Ferrari, like one of the old Ferraris, and I was like, "Oh my God, how the other half live, eh? How the other half live." I didn't know what it was. It was the one with the funny back end on it, which looks amazing from the front, but looks really weird at the back.
Yeah.
What's that one?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, okay. One of the old 60s ones, anyway. And I was like, oh, fuck me, that's so nice.
The Daytonas are 70s, aren't they? I think.
I really don't know. I think it's like I don't know, GT something or a GT2 4 something or another.
oh yeah, they had
Anyway, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So that was it. She was driving a Morris Minor back from the service, and in her garage, she had a proper classic Ferrari. It's like, well,
Bet she didn't take that to the British Leyland dealer.
I don't think she ever drove it out because, she wasn't, confident driving back from just up the road, So anyway, there you go.
So, a piece of Formula One news.
Oh, sorry, I got to just say before you do, Deviant Outcast, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Amazing days. The first time you've been here. Yeah, thank you so much. First time to catch you live, Simon. What a great day. It certainly is. It's always a great day. And Fabio says ciao, of course. And he also says ciao to Halsey. Thank you very much, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. Over to you. Sorry, Lucky, for interrupting you.
That's fine. That's fine. Colton Herta, who you may have heard of before, he was tipped as a Formula One driver. He's abandoned IndyCar and is going to be driving Formula 2 in an effort to get himself ready and licensed to drive Formula 1. He's also signed, believe it or not, for Cadillac as their F1 test driver. So
yeah, of course, Cadillac really do want an American driver. And I got to say, Colton Herta is very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very Verstappen-esque in the way he drives Indy cars.
The two pensioners are going to test 2-year-old Ferrari in Imola with the Cadillac team, and the pensioner being Perez and Bottas, of course.
There
So
is
it's
some
gonna be,
process.
yeah.
I like. What are they doing?
I don't know.
I mean, admittedly, the received wisdom, of course, is with new team, you need experienced drivers
Yeah,
to get you up there. But they could have fucking flashed the cash to get somebody a bit more experienced than that somebody who hasn't been in a car for 2 years. There we go. I think
At least
I
they
think
weren't so
either
desperate.
choice is all right.
Yes,
At least they weren't so desperate that they took Logan Sargent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you
That
go.
would have been. That would have been.
I've also got to say, Pato O'Ward, who is a McLaren-esque driver, was in Norris's car for FP1, of course. So Norris won the race, pole to flag, and didn't even, wasn't even in the first thing. Also, of course, during FP1, a lot of drivers were out. I think 9 of the drivers were out because obviously there's new rules saying that you have to have rookie drivers in that aren't racing in the series, a certain number of races a year. So they put them into FP1. And Mexico being a very dusty circuit, they tend to use this as one of the ones because there's not a lot of data you can gain from FP1. And this was a George Russell spotted in the crowd in disguise. He went and sat in the crowd in disguise, and you can see he chose George Russell mask there. So that seemed to work for him. There we go. Yeah, George Russell. I love him to pieces, actually. The more I watch him race, the more I think, oh, this kid's good. Oh my God, this kid is so good.
Oh, he is good. No, you're right. It's really good.
He's not killer though. He's not fucking. He's like Norris used to be. He's lacking the killer.
Okay. I don't suppose you remember the first race he did. I think it was in Bahrain. His first race for Mercedes.
That was when somebody was ill or
Hamilton
dying.
was ill. Yeah, Hamilton was ill.
Was that not
and he put it in, and he did the most ruthless overtake of Bottas you could wish to see, especially around that circuit because they were using the short circuit. So, but yeah, I think he can be ruthless. That's for sure. I just don't think he does it very often because it's not needed. He's very calculating. Of course, he's also the FIA's driver. The driver. What do they call them?
GPDA.
GPDA. He's the leader of the GPDA. So there's that as well. And
they're drivers, those GPDA guys.
Yeah, so that's good. So Pato O'Ward looking like he could replace anybody that happens to leave McLaren if at the end of the year Piastri decides he hasn't been treated very well and manages to get a drive at either the Red Bull drive, the second Red Bull drive, although he'd be stupid to go there, according to Perez, or even maybe Aston Martin if Yuki doesn't manage to get that drive. So those are the options. But nonetheless, if he thinks he's not going to get a fair shakedown at McLaren for whatever reason, mainly because his manager is Mark Webber, I'm guessing, then perhaps he'd be better off shifting if he can get to a decent car. Although I don't really see there being a decent car for him. So over to you, Lucky.
Okay, last piece of news was, I'd forgotten. What was my last piece of news going to be?
Your last piece of news was going to be that you're pregnant.
No, that wasn't what it was.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I've totally forgotten my last piece of news was. Right, anyway, it's nearly time for the end. So,
okay, is it a quiz? Is it a myth? Is it a myth? A quiz? A quiz or a myth? A quiz and a myth? Is it a quiz or myth? Over to you, Lucky.
Over to me. Okay, you're both going to get a question, but it's like the same question, but opposite. You'll understand in a second, okay? Fabio, I want you to tell me the total number of British Grand Prix wins. Okay?
Jeez.
Simos, I want you to tell me the total number of Italian Grand Prix wins. And that, of course,
Is this by driver?
by driver.
Yeah.
Price is right. Rules apply. No going over. So, Fab,
Okay.
total number of British Grand Prix wins by driver, and Simos, total number of Italian Grand Prix wins by driver.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
me
would
neither, by the way.
say what?
Me neither, by the way.
Yeah. I would go.
Would you know though, if I asked you opposite though?
Yeah,
No.
I'd have a decent idea. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No way.
Okay.
Fabio
So,
doesn't
yeah.
know either.
No, yeah. I'm gonna say 492.
Not bad. I'd go
You want to stick with
slightly
that?
less than that.
492.
What?
You sure you want to stick with that?
481. Listen.
Okay, 481. We'll take that second answer. 481. Now, Simos, you can actually win this by saying one. That's the clue I'm giving you.
Okay, one.
But don't do that, because that's not British.
No, okay, yeah, fair enough. I was going to go for somewhere around like 200, so we'll say 165.
Okay, you've both grossly overestimated.
There you go.
Grossly.
Should
Okay.
have said one. And it should have said three.
I did say one.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah, I agree.
You're Sterling Moss, so you're not allowed to say one. Okay, the total number of British Grand Prix wins was 312. So you went over. Your answer wasn't good. But Simos, you said 200 and something?
I said 165. Yeah.
Sorry, 165. Okay, well, the answer is 43 for the Italians. So you both messed up, went miles over.
Okay.
You're neither smart arse of the day.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Thank you very much. I never win anyway, by the way, so there we go.
Fucking
So I got the right answer last week, and I still didn't get the point. I'm just whinging because I'm British, so there we are.
Right.
Okay.
Have you stopped being British whiny? Have you stopped doing the whininess now?
Yeah, no. Look. Even the crowd are with me.
Yeah,
Simon
yeah,
said
yeah.
one. Therefore, he
No.
won.
It's not.
Yeah, listen, I have to agree, especially after the fact that you told him to say one in order to win. So,
And then I
yeah, I mean, which
what?
he did. Yeah.
I suggested that might be a possibility. That's all I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. And
Knowing
I
that
said it.
Stamos was definitely Sterling Moss, I knew he would.
No, I wasn't going for the Sterling Moss answer. I was going to give an Italian racing driver answer.
There you go.
So there we go.
Which you did.
I was giving the Michael Schumacher answer. Okay. Anyway, whatever. That's
Okay,
all I'm
here's the
saying.
thing.
Whatever.
Here's the follow-up.
Yeah.
Simos,
there's a
you have to
follow-up.
name all the drivers, British drivers.
Yeah.
What did he say?
All the British
So you have
drivers
to
that
name
have
all
won
the
a
British
Grand Prix.
drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Clarkey,
I don't know
Jackie
either.
Stewart, Damon Hill, Sterling Moss,
Yes.
James Hunt,
Yes.
David Coulthard ever won a Grand Prix?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Johnny Herbert, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. This could take quite a while, so since I'm not
certainly
getting any
could.
points anyway. I'm really, my heart's not in it.
Okay. Well, you could have John Surtees.
John Surtees, yes. There you go as well.
Damon's dad. I don't think you mentioned Damon's dad.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't mention Graham. No.
Who else? Mike Hawthorne.
Yeah, I wouldn't have mentioned him. Yeah.
Peter Collins, I think, won a Grand Prix.
Yeah. Fair enough, yeah.
Who else? Peter Gethin. He was a single.
I couldn't remember his name either. Yeah.
And there's a lot more apart from that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for that,
The
Lucky.
Italian ones, of course, you can name in one hand. There's only 5 of them.
Yeah, absolutely, one hand. Yeah. Jean Alessi.
Who's French?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on, name a few if you want. That's no problem.
I don't know. I mean, I would say Fangio, Farina, Musso, Ascari, Alboreto, Patrese, De Cesaris. Who else? Capelli, I think. I don't know if he won one.
Fisichella.
But yeah, cool. Fisichella. That's what it was. Yeah, I think he won a race. Fisichella.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know.
Jordan.
Yeah, and then I don't know.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
look. Since this is not for points, go on.
Yeah.
If do you want to read the list to us? I think
I don't
Fabio
know.
did pretty well there.
I just thought I'd make you name all the drivers just because I could.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
There was no reason for that. I just thought I'd
by
make
the
you
way-
name the driver.
There's a petition started.
As a petition, is this a protest?
It's
Yeah.
a protest of one. Yes.
I'll have to consult the FIA. Give me a second. The FIA says fuck off.
There you go.
There we go. Oh well,
Straight
thank you
from-
very
that was
much,
straight
everybody.
from Mohammed, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. What can I say other than next time we will be in in Brazil, of course. Sorry, Brazil, in
No,
one
it's
week's
just-
time.
No, it's
Is it
Vegas.
Brazil? Yeah, yes, Brazil. Yeah.
Oh, it's
No,
2
in
weeks'
2 weeks' time. Yeah.
2
It's
weeks'
going to be
time,
the 9th.
9th of November. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
So 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, we'll all be there. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
Could be. I could be. I could not be. I really don't know
Yeah.
these days. But nonetheless, if I'm not, it's all good. All I have to say then is thank you very much, everybody. Lucky, I can't believe you didn't give me points. Number one. That's the second week in a row that's happened. Okay, so if I lose this championship by 2 points, you will not be on the show next year. Okay.
Okay, well, there's no championship. There is no championship to win.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
The championship is over. It was over last year.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
That's
what I might do is have an end of season quiz.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to have a Millia as well, weren't we? But
Yeah, what happened to the Million?
yeah, well, that was a long time ago. That was like another millennium.
Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah, you're right.
That's my joke to end on this week, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you all again in 2 weeks' time. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Yeah.